This could backfire spectacularly. Please, no injuries. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Hexagon Challenge here on Shaun Does FM. I hope you are doing well today. We're taking a little bit of a risk, as you were seeing from the intro. We've decided to give the first team a run prior to the Liverpool Champions League semi-final. And we are taking on our former club Monaco in the Coup de France final, so a little bit of a sidestep away from the Champions League just for today's episode. If you are looking forward to it, then please remember to go down below, leave a thumbs up on the video, and if you are new around here and haven't done so already, also hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on as well. But we've had a few games since yesterday's episode where we progressed past AC Milan in the Champions League quarterfinals. Suffered a rather big injury in that game as well, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we got the job done. If you haven't checked that out, I'll leave a link in the top right-hand corner for you. But a couple of games since then. First up, it was the first team backing up against Nice in Ligue 1, and we picked up a very nice 4-0 win at home here. Took us a little while to get going in this game, but in the 29th minute, we got a breakthrough through João Felix. Morello putting a ball in the mixer, João Felix running onto it and sweeping that home into the left-hand side of goal, bottom left corner. And we went 1-0 up, and quick off the back of that, we picked up our second. Morello again, putting Mbappe through. Nice finish into a very similar spot, different angle, and we were 2-0 up at the half-hour mark. And then a couple of late goals it was, and it was Morello going from provider to finisher. Ruggeri with a ball in the mixer. Good header there from Morello, and he put that away. He does get a few headed goals, so he's stepped in quite nicely for Augusto after yesterday. And then he picked up another one. Nice finish from outside the box after Mbappe set him up. So Morello having a wonderful game there. 2 assists and 2 goals. Felix and Mbappe also getting on the score sheet. So our somewhat new front three have got off to a very good start, and we picked up a nice 4-0 win there. And stat-wise, you can see we thoroughly deserved it based on what you can see on that left-hand side of the screen. And off the back of that, we put out the rotation team. In the end, decided that we were going to put out the full-strength team for this Coup de France final. And unfortunately, Lyon were just able to pinch a 1-1 draw with us, albeit at their home ground. It was a scrappy game, but we had a few first-team players come off the bench for about the last half hour, and it was Kylian Mbappe in the 62nd minute. A really nice finish to get there in the net. We went 1-0 up, and it looked like we might be making our way towards a bit of a good win with a rotated team, but we gave the ball away very softly in the 82nd minute. Zaidu with a wonderful little chip over Merkovic, and they got their equaliser, and it is a 1-1 draw we get against Lyon. 4th place Lyon's not a bad team you have to consider, especially when you're putting out a team who aren't your first choice players for the most part. Morello still got a run there. Look, it wasn't a bad performance, a little bit frustrating to concede that late goal, and yeah, it was a bit of a scrappy game, not as many shots as we're used to from one of our games, but on the whole, look, it's not the end of the world. We've still got a pretty good lead in Ligue 1, as you will see. We're still 9 points clear, albeit Marseille do have the chance to get that down to 7 points with their game in hand, but with only 4 games left in the season, we should still be able to see that out, and it's really going to take a big collapse from us, as well as Monaco and Marseille, either one of those two having to pick up full points from their game. So we're looking pretty good in terms of securing Ligue 1 still, despite dropping those points to Lyon. But we will crack into today's game against Monaco. We've had a really good run in the Coup de France so far. The second team playing all the games. The closest game to date has been that Strasbourg one that we showed you guys highlights from a few episodes ago. 2-1, we had to come back in that game, but we got the job done. But before then, good wins over Saint Etienne, Toulouse, Lens, and Avranches in the first round. They are a team down the divisions. So we've had a pretty nice run to the final, but against our former team, a team who have won the Coup de France quite a bit recently, albeit when we were back at the club. This is going to be a tough test for us, but hopefully we can pick up a bit of silverware and keep our hopes up of getting a quadruple winning season this year. But we'll come back to you guys when the team sheets come in from the Stade de France. And here are those team sheets. So looking at Monaco first, it's a pretty solid looking team. They've got a lot of names there we still recognise after last season. They've got a Costa and a player called Gemestos up there for nurse. Clevio Enrique only on the bench. They're giving Quintero a start this game. Ampadu and Ledger at the back. That's an interesting centre-back pairing. So they are resting a few players, it looks like. So that's an interesting option for them in a trophy game. We're going at full strength, as we said. Doku is in for Augusto in this game, with Morello having started the last couple on the bench. And of course, Cedra is still out. So Benjamin Marzal also makes his way onto the bench. But otherwise, yep, we're at full strength. And hopefully we can pick up our second bit of silverware for the season. And as the teams come out onto the field, Monaco going with a 4-2-3-1 in this game. So fairly similar to what we had set up when we were at the club, but just a little bit of a change with a few more defensive midfielders. We are kicking off in the dark blue, playing left to right, Monaco in their red and white in the opposite direction. And as we get underway in the rain, it's João Felix making his way forward, loses possession, and nothing happening early on. 10 minutes gone here, and it's Monaco with a goal kick. Gourlon to boot it long, and Mariba's going to win that out to Doku. We might have our first chance of an attack in this game. João Felix on the left-hand side making his way towards the box. We're on the edge of it. Gets in field, and Gary with a header forces a decent save out of Gourlon. It's still 0-0 early on though. 33 minutes gone here, and we do have a throw-in to Paris Saint-Germain. Felix finds Doku, back to Mbappe. Oh, nice ball for Doku. Wonderful save from Gourlon, though. Really good chance for us there, but Gourlon keeps the ball out of the net. We will have a corner, and Doku puts it in the mixer. Headed away by Monaco, though. Good chance there, best of the game so far, but still 0-0. 42 minutes gone. It's another throw-in for PSG. We give the ball away briefly, and then they hoof it back to us, so we might have another attack on the go here. Is Gvardiol up to Aguirre, and now Felix on the ball, making his way in field. Has a shot. Gourlon forced into a decent save. He'll collect it on the rebound. It remains 0-0, but we're starting to create some good chances. Corner in the 44th minute here, and it's a good effort from Gvardiol. Another good save, though, from Gourlon, so we're starting to put some pressure on them, but it remains 0-0. Now we have a free kick. The Gvardiol is going to have a crack straight at Gourlon, though, and it's going to remain 0-0 as we head into half-time, it looks like. As Mariba now drives forward up to Doku, although they do cut it out. Finds João Felix, a few efforts on Mariba, straight at Gourlon. That was a good chance, just a bit of sloppy play from Monaco towards the end of this half. They boot it long, and that will be half-time. Look, we certainly got into things a bit more so in the second half of that first half, but we're dominating this game. You can see that Monaco have not even had a shot yet. We've had 14-7 on target, so we're definitely looking the more threatening team. Just need to get one in the back of the net, but we were certainly warming into things in that second part of the half, so hopefully we can carry that on into the second part of this game. And we do have Alex Mariba on a yellow card as well, so we might make a change there actually at halftime while we have the chance. Just save him for the Liverpool game, of course, that being a lot more important than this one. Despite us still putting the first team out, we will tell the boys we're not too happy with how things are going. And with that yellow heart, we will bring SMS on for Mariba. Pretty like-for-like swap, albeit not quite the same quality, but he is playing very well as SMS. And we'll crack into the second half. Look, 55 minutes gone here. So far in this half, we have had some very non-threatening highlights, and it's Kylian Mbappe not having a great game, which is very rare to say, especially this season. He's been such a good player for us. No doubt he's going to be our player of the year no matter what he does from here on out, but he's on a yellow heart, not playing well, and with that Liverpool game coming up, we'll take the chance to bring Rodrigo Mercado on for him and hopefully get something else going, because so far the second half hasn't been up to much after 55 minutes. 62nd minute, and Monaco giving the ball away inside their own half here, so a good chance for us on the counter. SMS out to Doku, making his way into the box. Tight angle. Here's a crack. It hits the post. Mercado with a rebound, and it's saved by Gourlon. Good save there. We do keep possession, albeit then Felix gives it away, but a really nice chance for us there. Best of the second half by far, and it remains 0-0 though. Okay, we're into the 72nd minute now, and both Doku and Felix on red hearts. Felix not having an overly great game, Doku having a decent rating, so we're going to take Felix off here, and I think the most sensible option is that we will bring on Jesus Morello, so we'll make that change, but it's still 0-0 as we get later in this game, and hopefully it doesn't go to extra time prior to that Liverpool game. Corner for us here in the 74th minute. SMS to put in the mixer. Todibo gets his head to it just over the bar. Gourlon came out for it too, so just needed to be on target. And still 0-0. 88 minutes gone, and we've got a free kick highlight. We take it short from Gvardiol to Aguirre. He finds Aguirre in space. If we can pinch this now, it would be nice. I say pinch. Monaco still haven't hit a shot in this game. But SMS on the ball just inside the box. Slide tackle, he had a go at the ball there, but missed it. Although we will get possession back from that Monaco clearance. And this might be a long highlight, so something could be happening here. Ruggieri up to Morello, fresh off the bench, gets past his man, ball in the mixer. Doku with a header. Oh, he's got it in the back of the net. Thoroughly deserved, you have to say. Monaco have not had a shot in this game, so if they would have pinched it off us, it would have been a big, hard luck story. As the game just pauses there for a moment. But Morello, fresh off the bench, gets his way past the defender, puts the ball in the mixer, and this header from Doku, it's from a fair way out. Pinpoint into that top left corner. Goron tried to pull out a good save but couldn't touch it, and we're 1-0 up very late in this Coup de France final. 95th minute, we have a throw-in. We're just hoof it long. Interesting option there. Sevillano on the ball, and Monaco will try and get a very late attack going, albeit it's a bit late now. You can see Morello's actually off the pitch there. Oh no, now he's back on. Boy, he might have picked up a niggle there, but just standing out of play for no reason. Sheta making his way. He starts to drive forward. Monaco might have a late chance here. Kudus with a yellow making his way down the right-hand side. He's looking to put a ball in the mixer. We hoof it long, and a whistle is blown. It wasn't pretty. We did have a lot of shots, to be fair. Monaco, none. So they can't complain too much about this result, our former team. When you've got the likes of Flavio Henrique and Edwin Quintero on your team and you're not having a shot, that's somewhat unforgivable. But a solid enough performance. Late goal to Jeremy Doku. And we pick up a trophy that the board don't care about at all, but it's still a trophy, the Coup de France. That is our third time winning it as a manager as well, of course, 2 times at Monaco before we missed out on it last season, but we've got it back this time. And Paris Saint-Germain actually retain the trophy, so they go back-to-back. And it's our third win in the competition, as I said, as a manager, now with 2 different clubs. And depending on what happens in the Champions League, it could be our last as well, but we'll see what happens there. But that's a really nice win for us. I mean, look at those stats. Monaco, nothing. Like, they did absolutely nothing. To be fair, they 50% possession, but they just didn't have a single shot. So, look, our XG was 3, so we probably should have won that game by more. 11 shots on target to none. There was always going to be just one winner in that game. And thankfully, thanks to a late Jeremy Doku goal in the 90th minute, it was some good ratings over the park there. But yeah, that's a extremely one-sided final, you'd have to say. Hit the woodwork once as well. But yeah, Monaco never really fired a shot. But I suppose for us, that means that we do get the Coup de France. So we are still on track for the quadruple. And as we get into the post-match news articles, you can see that we do celebrate a double. Hopefully some more trophies to come, at the very least, League On anyway. And we lift the Coup de France. Yeah, still can't believe Monaco didn't get a shot off in that game. And I'd be disappointed too, Stefan, because that was pretty poor from your boys. Bit of a shame that happened in the final, but hey, yeah, we've got ourselves our 3rd Coup de France in France and our 4th year of management, or I should say 3.5 years really, because we did join Monaco halfway through a season. But some good stuff for us there. The boys get paid out, and there is some end of competition review there, but good stuff for us. Top goal scorer and highest average rating, Racide Cedra, unfortunately wasn't available for that game, but you can see he was very important in the rotation team for this competition. But we keep up our very nice run of form in the second half of the season, and that should only do us well as we go into tomorrow. There will be no highlights before tomorrow's game. We can pretty much crack straight into it, because off the back of this, it is Liverpool at Anfield. It is no doubt going to be one of our toughest games in this series to date, let alone at PSG. But hopefully we can get a decent result. And as I said in yesterday's episode, and a couple of episodes before that as well, we seem to be doing really well in the home leagues in these Champions League ties. So if we can even get a draw at Anfield, a win would be superb, but a draw for an away goal maybe, that would have us looking very nice going into that second leg, albeit compared to Milan and Arsenal, as I've said, Liverpool, a completely different kettle of fish, are the defending champions. But that's what we're going to be coming back for tomorrow. If you did enjoy today's episode, the little detour for the Coup de France final wasn't the greatest game, if we're being honest, but we got the job done thanks to a nice late header from Jeremy Doku. Then please remember to go down below, leave a thumbs up on the video, and if you're looking forward to tomorrow's game against Liverpool and you want to catch it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn that notification bell on as well. Let me know who you think is going to progress, us or Liverpool. And in the other semi-final, of course, it's Porto and Juventus. So maybe take a guess at picking your Champions League final from the save. And until I see you for that big match at Anfield tomorrow, thank you very much for watching. Keep on keeping on, and I'll see you then. Cheers.